Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where it is time for more Postmoogle. The first Postmoogle quest of patch 2.5. Hello there, Deputy Postmoogle, what do you have for us today? Alright, we're starting with thanks for your support. The Deputy Postmoogle wants you to slip into something more comfortable. Whoa. Oh, and we've got Wawalago. Okay, what's happening here? What's happening? Well met once again, Satora. Since you've been such an obeisance assistant, I've got a reward for you. Kupo? No drunkards and ruffians to contend with this time, just rest and relaxation. Tell me, Satora, what comes to mind when you think of Limsa? After pirates, wharf rats, and watered down grog, that is. Fish, Kupo, and there's nobody fishier, and I mean that in the nicest sense of the word, than Wawalago, the master of the Fisherman's Guild. Wawalago's been pitting his wits against the slipperiest fish in the 5 seas for longer than anyone can remember. Why, he's not unlike a fish himself, drifting along in the stream of life without a care in the world. So I thought it'd be nice if you went down and got to know him. Lay down your weapons, put aside your worries, and take it easy for once. Oh, and while you're at it, you can take along this letter. I mean, you're going there either way, right? It's like catching 2 fish with one lure. Now hold on, Deputy Postmoogle. Hold on just a minute. Let me just check something real quick. I don't get that ability until I've completed the level 65 job quest for Fisher, so I don't know what you're talking about with this double hooking thing that you're talking about. Anyways, joking aside, let's head on over to meet with Wawalago. Which means we're probably gonna have to deal with alliteration and possibly a little bit of horniness too. Hello there, Wawalago. How are you doing? I have a letter for you. Well, if it isn't my firm friend Satora, the lofty lady who landed that monstrous marlin. Come to cast away your cares with a little leisurely angling? What's that, a message marked for me, you say? Yes, I do have one indeed. A missive from my old mate Rorojaru. He's a trinket trader from Ul'dah who supplies us in something that supports and strengthens seafood stocks. Since we set some of his special supporters on the seabed, Fisherman's Bottom's been swimming with shrimp and groaning with gobies. I'd heard neither hide nor hair from him since the calamity hit. It's heartening indeed to know that he's hale and healthy. And it seems the old dog's still desperate to do deals, says he wants to trade one of his treasures for an infrequently found fish. Business must be bad if he's bartering for his best brass for a bass. Any road, perhaps you can do me a favor while I ready my rod. Rorojaru's boat should be berthed down by the docks. Could you head over here and hand him this note? I've marked out a map of where this fish he fancies can be found. Tell him to meet me there and we'll do the deal. Alright, sounds good. Let's go deliver a letter again. 2 for 1. In the course of one quest. Oh god, my throat is giving out again. I'm so sorry. You can blame this nasty illness that I got over like 2 weeks ago at this point. And the cough still won't go away. Alright, cough drop while I head over to the docks. Alright, Rorojaru, hello there. Good gods, must the sea be so damned wavy? My stomach's churning, my legs are like jelly, and don't get me started on my poor old back. Thal knows how I'm gonna haul this blasted crate all the way to the Fisherman's Guild. Oh, you've got a letter for me? Indeed, from the Fisherman's Guild. Well, I'll be. Wawalago's agreed to my offer. I knew he wouldn't let me down. I could feel it in my bones. Looks like my luck's finally turned. By this time next year, I'll be a gillionaire. Oh, but look at me getting all carried away. And I haven't even introduced myself. Rorojaru, purveyor of the finest silks, the most exotic perfumes, and the rarest curiosities in all Ul'dah. At least I was until the calamity took all that away from me. My whole warehouse went up in smoke and my fortune with it. I tried everything to get my foot back on the ladder, but I was cheated at every turn, lumbered with dodgy gil, and ended up getting deeper and deeper into debt. Now all I've got left are the clothes on my aching back and this rotten box. I was just about to declare myself bankrupt, but then I got wind of a tasty tidbit of gossip that set my business brain in motion. There's this fellow in Ul'dah, you see, a real grandee. I knew him back when I was someone who knew people. Turns out he's got a thing for exotic fish, and he'll pay through the snout for anything suitably rare. That's when I thought of Wawallago. He's the greatest fisherman in Limsa Lominsa and an old friend to boot. Plus, he's the only one who appreciates the true value of the thing I've got in my box. I haven't the gill or the skill to bag the kind of fish I need without him. Nor do I have the legs or the back to lug this chest all the way to Candlekeep Key, but say, you are some sort of delivery woman, right? Could you help a feller out? I can't pay you anything now, but I'll remember you when I'm rolling in it. And the deliveries just keep coming. Alright, on to Candlekeep Key. Thankfully for me, I have access to the Ethernet. So we can just head on down to the Fisherman's Guild again. Box in tow. And take the ferry out to, I think we can go from Aleport to Candlekeep Key. But I am a little surprised you can't go directly from Limsa to Candlekeep. Okay, there you are, Ferry Skipper. There we go. 80 gil trip. Worth it. Still cheaper than a teleport. And there they are. Hello, Wawallago. Hello, Rorojaru. Thank Thal you're finally here. And you brought the chest? Thanks a million, Missy. You're a lifesaver. Now that we've got the goods, I can finally be free of this backbreaking labor. Helpfully hauled Rorojaru's goods down the high road, did you? Just drop it down on the ground for now. He's got his hands full, holding his own with the fishes. Alright, let's set the chest down. And no, I did not take the high road. I took a boat. You know, convenient method of travel. Don't have to actually carry things. Thanks awfully for carrying the chest for me, Missy. Don't know what I'd have done without you. Actually, I do. When I turned up empty-handed, Wawallago forced me to start fishing myself. If you're short of something to swap, you'll snare the scaly specimen solo, he said. Let's have a look at this gift you've got me. Blinking barnacles, it's beautiful. See it shine and shimmer like the silvery scales of a sea serpent. The fish will flock to bask in the brilliance of a natty knick-knack like this. Heh, I knew it. The pawnbrokers wouldn't trade it for toffee, but to a master fisherman, my supporter's worth more than money can buy. So, do we have a deal? Can I put down the rod now? Fine, I'll fetch your fish for you. The rarest rarefied ray in the Rotano. Subject to you shoring up the shortfall in the settlement with a little light labor, that is. Catch me a carp or a collier or any form of fish you can find, and I'll honor your order. The shortfall? You mean the supporter's not enough? Then I'm ruined. I was sitting here for ages and I didn't even get a nibble. There's no fish to be found in this accursed ocean. I dare to differ, my friend. There's shoals and shoals of scaly swimmers in the sea around you. Your foray into fishing floundered because there's nothing but numbers in that noggin of yours. Clear your conscience of all those money-making machinations and mellow your mind. Then the buggers will bite. But we can't dally here all day. There's duties need doing down at the guild. So I'll lay down a little limitation. Our dear delivery woman here will catch me a catch of her very own. If you've not netted a solitary specimen by the time she's tackled this task, the deal's as dead as a deviled dodo. So if I don't catch a fish before she does, I'll go home with nothing. Then it's all over. Good gods, I'll be beggared. The banks won't touch me with a barge pole. There you go, worrying over wealth again. If you're duly determined to procure this prize perch of yours and ready your rod, banish that brooding from your brain, and focus only on the fun of fishing. So Tora, if you'd be so obliging, I'd like you to acquire me an anchovy. A local Luminsin one will fill the bill. They're common on this coast, so it shouldn't be a struggle to secure. Snatch one straight from the sea or procure it from a purveyor, it's up to you. Luminsin anchovy, you say? Alright then, I guess we are fishing today. Alright, just to double check, the salts, no, we are at Candlekeep Key. Luminsin anchovies prefer lugworms? Let's pull out a lugworm and go fishing. Do I have any lugworms? Oh goodness, oh no. Do I have them already in my inventory? Yes, I do. Because they're good for mooching. Alright then, let's go fishing. And I saw precision hook sets was gonna be a single pull, or a small pull. Hey, there's our Lominson anchovy. Very, very easy. I am so sorry, Rorojaru. Lazy shimmering fish drifting in the lazy shimmering ocean. I'm starting to feel a bit lazy myself. Is this how it feels to be a fish? When you've acquired your anchovy, bring it back here. It's up to you how to harvest it. Whisk one from the waves with your willowy wand, or meet with a monger and pick one up for peanuts. Whatever buoys your boat. I got your anchovy right here. Sorry, Rorojaru. Time's up, Rorojaru. Our dutiful delivery girl has completed her commission, and you still haven't snagged a single sprat. I'm sorry, but the deal's dead. No! Then I've lost everything! My fortune! My future! I might as well lie down here and die like a dog. Really, Rorojaru, what have you actually lost? Dwell not on money and misery, but rather widen your eyes to the wonders of the world. Like just now when you were focused on nothing but the fish. How did it feel? It was wonderful. For a minute there, I really felt like I was one with the ocean. All my material worries just washed away, but a fat lot of good it did me. I didn't catch a bleeding thing. Heh, your financial frettings might have been mildly misplaced, but you've been a trader too long to fully free your feelings from the constant contemplation of coin. That's why the fish didn't bite, but still. If you drew some sense of satisfaction from it, I suppose that's a start. Holy mackerel! I mean, holy catfish! That isn't a saltwater catfish, is it? I thought they were extinct. Oh, if only my client could see this, I'd get a sultan's ransom for it. Aye, sure as the sun, that's a saltwater catfish. There's some who say the species snuffed into the calamity, but I'd heard word they were hiding here in Candlekeep Key. Seems the rumors were right. Take it, Rorojaru, consider it a prize for your persistence. Do with it what you will. Wait, Wawalago, what about your payments? Aren't you gonna take my supporter, the shiny shorts the fish go crazy for? The star-spangled subligar? Oh, those? I've got hundreds of them at home. Just remember, Rorojaru, don't drag yourself down, brooding over business. Free your mind from fretting over your fortune and your future and try to think like a fish. But if that still doesn't solve your sorrows, never forget that you'll always find friends at the Fisherman's Guild. However hard things seem, however low you go, when you think like a fish, your distress and disquiet just drift away on the tide. Was Wawalago planning to give me the fish all along? Gods, the man's a bleeding marvel. I don't deserve a friend like him. You know, it's a tough life being a trader. You can't think like a fish when you're swimming with sharks or you'll get gobbled up. Closes your mind to anything but coin, it does. But whenever I deal with Wawalago, I feel liberated. Like a great burden's been lifted from my heart. If only I could live as he does. I've had my fill of dealing with crooks and swindlers, spending every waking moment obsessing over my bank balance, and agonizing over who's gonna steal it from me. It's time I made a change. And that is what Wawalago is trying to teach you. Congratulations. Rorojaru returned the saltwater catfish to the ocean. I'll throw it all away and start again from scratch at the Fisherman's Guild. Here, Satora, I hereby entrust to you the entirety of the great Rorojaru's estate. The brilliant briefs no fish can resist. Wawalago says the fish take energy from its shining scales and copy after them. Helps them grow big and strong and happy. I never knew it before, but it's the same with people. If I'm to learn to live like a fish and set myself free, I need no supporter but Wawalago. Well, we got a star-spangled subligar. Actually does provide bonuses to our, interesting. Nowhere near as good, of course, as our current gear, but, interesting. It actually does have an effect on your gathering. God, I hope my throat's back to normal soon. I'm so sorry. I really am so sorry. With our successful delivery, we are now level 19. Alright then, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, another Postmoogle quest, I think. I'll see everyone next time for that.